to show you essentially what is a change of character, but more importantly, how to use a change of character to get into a profitable trade setup. So make sure you do stick around to the end of this video because you really do not want to miss this. Before we do get started, guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you are not subscribed already to the YouTube channel. So essentially, let's start out on the path tool, as we kind of always do at this point now. You understand that price is making a series of lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. And all of a sudden, we have a shift. Now, for the most part, this looks like a break of structure to most people. Now, this indeed is our change of character. And it could be a break of structure if it was a structural, piece of price action. But let's just say like it's not structure, right? It's just a piece of already structure. For example, we have our high and we have our low, but this right here just represents a level of supply that puts in the new low, which when broken gives us our change of character. And so what a change of character is it's a change of control. It's a shift from supply to demand, or demand to supply. In this case, it is supply to demand, where there is supply coming into the market, thus prices decreasing, and demand comes in and takes that out. And so what we will have is a level of demand simply left behind from it, and that's where we'll be taking our long positions. Now, depending on other things like institutional order flow or liquidity, we will know whether we can use this level of demand and whether this change of character is, of course, valid. Because as we know, change of character in of itself doesn't make all the sense. But if we go ahead and actually take this over to the charts now, and we're in UJ right here, right? So UJ is just continually bullish. We can see that UJ is bullish. So that's number one, UJ is very much bullish. We have a point of interest, right, which is our demand level that just put in the most recent high. And then in there, we're going to have the confirmation. So once we get inside of here, essentially we're looking for a change of character. We're not looking for a break of structure. What do we know? We know that this high is responsible for this low if it bottoms out here. So a break of structure would mean having to take out this high. We don't need a break of structure because we already understand that the higher time frames are bullish. So we need what's called a realignment, which is essentially our change of character point realigning with the higher time frame. And how we do that is, price is going to increase if there is more demand than there is supply. And how you know that? Simple. Where is the most recent supply level? Right here. This is the supply level that just put in the low. So when that supply level gets broken like this, that is a change of character. And when it's in alignment with the higher time frame, institutional order flow, and from a correct area of price, then it's valid. A change of character in and of itself doesn't make sense to take a trade. And that's why if you've been trying that, you will be, of course, failing, because that's not all there is to it. Change of character is a very small piece of the puzzle. Albeit important piece, it's still a small piece of the puzzle. Now, me personally, I'm taking the wick because I understand the wick is the sell to buy, which is what took the liquidity, not the body. So if the wick is larger than the body, I'm taking the wick. And where can we play this trade out? Like the full trade? The full trade can be played out to these highs. Why? Because it's just order flow. It's just order flow, realignment to continue to where the banks have price intended to go to. But on the 15-minute, while price is making this series of lower lows, lower lows, lower lows, and by the way, this is all liquidity. All of this is just stacked up liquidity waiting to be wiped out, waiting literally waiting to be wiped out because it's all stacked up and built mitigations. It's one of the forms of liquidity that we do go and teach. And then there is more liquidity on the way. All of this right here, all of this complex pullback, liquidity, all of this in here, liquidity. So we have so much stacked up liquidity. We're in an area, like there's so many confluences with this trade, and that's what we're doing. We're stacking confluences to pull the trades out. Change of character is just one of the vital aspects. It's like a finishing touch. There's a whole other sequential order that needs to go in order for this to play out. So we have our alignments, and now it's just a case of, you know, whether we are going to get tagged into the trade. We do. And then there's management, and of course you need to go break even when certain things happen, and you need to go break even when certain things happen. You need to move, you know, stop loss and all of that sort of stuff. And this is a trade I'm actively in right now. It's over on our Instagram. It's still running at the moment. And my end target, it's the highs up here because it's order flow. This is a trade that we took literally last night. It's been running overnight. It peaked at 10R. I took partials up here, 9.6R on this supply level right here. Partials, 9.75R. And so that's how you use the change of character. And that is the real power of the change of character. The change of character isn't powerful in and of itself. You need the order flow to be aligned, right? So changing change of character just by itself isn't going to work, but if you can really understand this, and you can really understand the power of changes of character in confluence with our other systems that we do teach, institutional order flow, internal structure, overall swing structure, like the multitude of different things, and bring them together into a centralized strategy that's checklisted, right? You can be executing these every time they show up, and that's exactly what we are teaching inside of our mastermind. It's giving you every single piece of the puzzle, then putting them all together, and then a step-by-step strategy. And that's what you need in order to be able to trade this system. It's just that. And so guys, I'll leave you on that. I hope you guys really took some value from this video, because there is a lot of source in that video for sure. And if you are one of the people that are interested in our mastermind, do go ahead and take a look down the comment section down below. In the description box, we will have links to everywhere you can find us and our more premium styled content. And guys, I do appreciate you being here. Do go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, so that we can keep dropping these banger videos.